Oh, I'm live. I'm live right now. Yay. I thought this was not going to happen because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Since no one is in, I can... who's my first person? Or is that myself logged in? Let me type here. For joining. Oh, that was myself logged in. Okay, what's this? What do you do when you stream and no one is watching? Ooh, I see one person just joined. Who are you? Announce yourself. Ooh, two people are here. Who are you? Announce yourself. So, in probably one more minute, we'll get into Women's History Month. I found out about Women's History Month by my calendar on my phone. It talks about Ronnie Slim. Oh, sure. Hello. You're using your husband's account, I see. Thank you for logging in. You're the first person. Mi corazón, my heart. Thank you so much. So yes, in about a minute, we're gonna get into Women's History Month. I didn't know it existed until I looked on my Apple phone, and on the calendar you can see, first it kind of tells you what holiday it is. First day of Women's History Month. So I was like, ooh, what a perfect time to go live. This is my first live ever too. So thank you, Sister Clegg. Thank you for being here. How are you, by the way? I haven't talked to you in forever. Go ahead and type something in that little box right there. You know what? I need to learn how to add people on here because it would be cool to add you and you pop up like on half of the screen and then we can talk. But until then, I don't know how to do that. So, uh, okay, let's get into the information I have. Put my phone on airplane mode, go to my notes. Oh, I need my phone actually on, not on airplane mode. Alrighty, Women's History Month. I actually went to their website. Every year, March is designated. I don't want to feel Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, every like, every comment, every watch is really inspiring me to keep going because, as you probably know, my journey in purchasing land in Ghana was unreal. Unreal. And my whole reason of starting my page was because I was looking on YouTube and no one had the information I was looking for. Like they would talk about having buying land, but they didn't break down the process. And now I understand why they don't break down the process because it is ridiculous. I mean, the amount of trust, the amount of uncertainty. I mean, as you know, Sister Clegg, I just took a leap of faith. I was like, no. The vision in my heart, I'm like, no, this vision is so strong. All I know is it's going to happen, right? Because no, when it's planted in you, you see it through. Period. And that's all I know to do. So when I saw on YouTube that no one was really breaking it down, I said, well, I got to create my own YouTube channel. I have to create the page that I wanted to see. And I had no clue who was going to take on this type of life, this type of growth, and to see people happy about it. Like the comments I get, they're like, "Keep on going, you're inspiring us. We want to look into getting in line too." And I'm just like, "Wow, this is like creating community. The community that has been created in the last since my first video was September 26th. The community that we created in that time span has been awesome, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Like I'm shocked that you're in my live right now. I was like, if we get one person in here, goal accomplished. But we'll see. Maybe I only plan on being here for about 30 minutes. So if we can get to 10, that would be great. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. Since you're a woman, I'm a woman. Let's get into it. Every year, March is designated Women's History Month by presidential proclamation. The month is set aside to honor women's contributions in American history. Yes, yes. Because, after coming back from China, I said, there's no way I'm going back to the way things were. And I'm going to make a big girl move. See if I can buy some property in the States. But after finding out what the debt process is in the States, I said, no way, I'm not doing that. I don't know if you know the story, but after I came back from China, I said, there's no way I'm going back to the way things were. So I'm like, I'll pull a loan out of my corporation, do something. And I went to my advisor and I was like, okay, I'm ready to take out that loan. He said, okay, 3 years of tax returns, corporate tax returns. And I said, okay, cool. I have 3 years of tax returns. He was like, no, 3 years of tax returns. I said, yes, I have that. He's like, no, you have to actually show returns on your taxes. I said, oh, because I write off everything. So it doesn't really look like there is no returns. And so the term tax return, I thought it was just a generic term, but it's actually, returns on your taxes. So, I have no problem admitting when I'm ignorant and I have these moments. If I knew everything about everything, I'll be great, but I don't. So I didn't qualify for any type of loan. But he was like, oh, maybe through your personal. And I'm like, a personal loan is not, what's the point of having a corporation if I have to take out a personal loan? So I said, let me just see the numbers. He said, okay, if you want this loan, it's going to be unsecured and it's going to be 15% off the loan, off top, just to refer. For them to refer me to the person that's going to give me this loan, 15% of it off the top. What? And then, of course, interest. And then I got to pay back, and the payments will start the next month. So I'm like, you're telling me that I need to start paying this loan off next month, and I don't even have anything established yet? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. And I got a revelation. You either in the States are inheritance baby, so you just have money, or you have a skill they'll pay you millions of dollars for, or three, you get into debt, hope, wish, and pray you make it out. And I wasn't in the position to just take out a loan and then start making payments next month without having anything established yet. So I said no to that. And then boom, revelation came. I was like, oh my gosh, if I'm not going to get into debt, that means I have to raise this money. And if I'm raising this money, it's most likely coming from friends and family. And I want to do the best to get the biggest bang for the buck because I don't want to waste any of my family's money, right? And so I said, you know what? China popped in my head because China's exchange rate when I was there in 2019 was 1 to 7. So one of our dollars is 7 of their yuan in their country. So I said, wow, whatever money I raise, I can go to a different country and get 5, 6, 7 times amount of things done. And I said, I'm going international. And if I'm going international, I'm going to somewhere where people look like me. And I'm already mad because of George Floyd. I'm already mad because of Breonna Taylor. I'm already mad because every other, all the other issues. Hey, Jay, thanks for stopping by. And so I said, I'm going somewhere else. And when I reached out to my only person I knew in the continent, mind you, my family, we have been here for hundreds of years, and none of us have been back to the continent. Not one. So I said, well, I'm going to go. And the only person I knew was Debo Johnson. He was the only African I knew that lived on the continent. And then he referred me to his friend Zusi to give me advice. She said Ghana is the best for real estate, and then Nigeria for entertainment because I'm still modeling and acting. And I said, okay. And so I started doing my own research, and bam, Ghana, I confirmed what she said. And that's how I got to Ghana. That's how I started my whole process from viewing land. And I literally became the YouTube page I was looking for. And that's how I got to this journey, guys. So, welcome to day one of Women's History Month. It lasts a month. I didn't know that. I just found out yesterday. And it used to be only a week, but I'm pretty sure you know how we do, like to fight and fight for what we want, and then we got a month. So any questions so far before I get into the women of the Women's History Month information? All righty. Okay, I'll start over. Every year, March is designated Women's History Month by a presidential proclamation. The month is set aside to honor women's contributions in American history. Did you know Women's History Month started as Women's History Week? Okay. Women's History Month began as a local celebration in Santa Rosa, California. Oh, Cali people. Well, it's okay. It's like you're speaking poetry. Finger snap. Yes. Yes, for the fingers and for the snapping. Yeah, all of it. The Education Task Force of the Sonoma County, which is in California, Commission on the Status of Women planned and executed a Women's History Week celebration in 1978. The organizers selected the week of March 8th to correspond with International Women's Day. The movement spread across the country as other communities initiated their own Women's History Week celebrations the following year. Kind of a side note. When women get together, things happen. For example, I'm an Uber driver. And I don't know if you guys remember last year, the state of California threatened Uber and said, make your people employees. And we don't want to be employees. We like being independent contractors. And so Uber was like, we rather just shut down Uber, period. So it got to a point to where Uber was going to shut down. I remember the last day on the app, I said, I'm going to drive until this app turns off. I'm going to make this money till I can't make it no more. So I was driving. Luckily, that app never turned off. And hello. Woo, your name is long. Chi Ku Kawango Kushima Zoa. Hopefully, I didn't totally murder your name. But hey, from London, thanks for joining. So Uber was going to turn off their app. I was going to drive until that app turned off. And then eventually found out that they extended us to drive until we voted on Prop 22. MADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They got together and rallied. So not only do we have the Uber drivers that don't want to be independent contractors, but the mothers are like, if you get rid of this service, our kids, that just increases chances of drunk driving and deaths. So the organization is literally called MADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And I bring that up just to say when women get together, we can change laws. You hear me? We can create legislation. You hear me? I love it. Okay. Got the likes up for Leslie. Thank you so much for the likes. Yes, like, share, comment. It helps with the algorithm. And yeah, we can just spread the love. Alrighty. In 1980, a consortium of women's groups and historians led by the National Women's History Project successfully lobbied, here we go, when women get together, lobbied for national recognition. In February of 1980, President Jimmy Carter issued the first presidential proclamation declaring the week of March 8th, 1980 as National Women's History Week. Okay, and check out this quote from the President Jimmy Carter. I thought it was pretty fascinating. From the first settlers who came to our shores, from the first American Indian families, indigenous families who befriended them, men and women have worked together to build this nation. Too often, the women were unsung and sometimes their contributions were unnoticed. But the achievements, leadership, courage, strength, and love of the women who built America was as vital as that of the men whose names were known as well. President Jimmy Carter, you better say the truth. That's nothing but the truth, right? A lot of, because patriarchal society, ooh, that's alive in itself, you hear me? Even like what I've witnessed here, what I wouldn't witness in Ghana, colonization brings patriarchal systems, right? And so even he mentions it as the president, how there's a lot of women's names unsung, and unrecognized. Okay, almost done with this article. One more paragraph and then we're going to move on. Subsequent presidents continued to proclaim a National Women's History Week in March until 1987 when Congress passed public law. Designation March as Women's History Month between 1988 and 1994. Congress passed additional resolutions requesting and authorizing the president to proclaim March of each year as Women's History Month. Since 1995, each president has issued an annual proclamation designating the month of March as Women's History Month. The National Women's History Alliance selects and publishes the yearly theme. The theme for Women's History Month in 2021 captures the spirit of these challenging times. Blah, blah, and blah. So that's where Women's History Month started in the States. And I was thinking, like, who can I talk about? What woman can I talk about? And I was thinking, like, why would I not talk about the women in my family? Because without the women in my family, I would not be here, literally. And so I want to start with my mom because I would literally have, well, first of all, I wouldn't be alive. Let's start there. And second of all, she's the one that got me my first car. She's the one that got me my first job. I mean, when I escaped from China, she gave me a place to stay because I had to give up my apartment for a year. I replaced myself for a year. And I couldn't get back because, they had renters laws. And so the renter didn't have to leave. So I was thinking, what better person to start with? My mother, Pamela Jones. You're not on this live, but thank you. So the way she inspires me is her tenacity and drive. My mom will do whatever she needs to do to make things happen. So she will go to school. She has her master's. She will work any job to get things done. And Sister Clegg, I know I think, how long did you? I don't know if you'd known her for that long before my parents separated. But yeah, so when I see my mom's story, I see her tenacity and drive, whether it's, increasing her income or, you know, uh, increasing her income and decreasing her income so we can go to college and get more scholarship, more grant money. She did that for us, me, my brother, and my sister. She kept a job paying her less than what she was worth so we can get more money for college. Hello, self-denial. That's awesome, right? Like, because who says, okay, I'm just going to make less money so my kids can get more money? What? That's phenomenal to me. So I'll always be grateful for that because my first degree was basically free. I got my associates in drafting and design technology, and which I'm using I designed my project. So my project in Ghana, I designed the townhomes that you'll be seeing soon. So, and that's where my associates comes in. And then, so yeah, with her denying more money and keeping her, a master's, She has a master's. She said, okay, I'm not going to even pursue that. So I can get my first degree complimentary. I qualified for more grants so I can get a free degree. Yes, mama. Thank you, mama. And then, of course, my second degree, I got grants for that too, which is project management and administration. So that's another reason I'm going to Ghana. I'll be managing and overseeing the project to make sure everything goes well. And I only end up paying what, 20%? 20% for my bachelor's. So, and she helped me with that too. She literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 years she denied herself income for being my brother and my sister to go to college and qualify for more grants. Come on. Thank you, mama. Anyone have inspiring stories about your parents or any women? Because I can literally talk all day. But yeah, that's the first woman I wanted to talk about regarding Women's History Month. And the second woman would be my sister-in-law. This woman is a beast. She has had 6 children. During her first child, she became a nurse with her first child, and then by the time she had her sixth child, she has a business. What's it called? Oh, what is the business called? Nothing Bundt Cakes. Yeah, thank you, Auntie. Nothing Bundt Cakes. So, first of all, a woman giving birth is the highest honor in my books. Like, there's nothing above that. It's so big, I don't even want to do it. Like, it's just, I mean, it's supernatural to me. And so for her to have 6 children, still go to school, finish school, and to be a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, adding to the family, I mean, that just blows my mind. I'm just thinking about it because it's just me and my little self. I don't have kids, and I'm just like, I mean, life is so hard. Like I can't even imagine having children and still like killing the game of life. So, Jazmyn Jones, that is her name. The reward is the sacrifice. Thanking God for mothers. Yes, we thank God for mothers. I mean, they are the portal. Our bodies are the portal for people to come to this side of heaven. You hear me? So, and that alone is supernatural. So yes, so Jazmyn Jones, previously Jasmine Mathis, and then my brother, they got married, and then now she's a Jones. So she is my sister. I'm so proud of her, and her and my brother, just to see how they raise their children and still accomplish what needs to be accomplished. And she still runs her home. Like, she's a boss and a mother. And to be a mother, you're a boss in itself. And then you're a boss if you even have a regular job or have a business as well. So it's really impressive. And I'll forever be impressed by her. I made sure I made it to her grand opening of Nothing Bundt Cakes. I wish I had if you watch any of my videos, I have pictures of like what I talk about as I talk to make it more like climactic and more interesting. And I keep on thinking like, oh, pop up a picture, but I can't because it's live. So, but yeah, to see what her and my brother have accomplished together is amazing. Because some people, marriage is not part of everyone's schedule, but I'm glad it was part of theirs, and just to see their teamwork and the advancement. Yay. Oh, we're at 24 minutes already. What? Okay, we got 6 minutes to go, beautiful people. But yes, put in the comments, like, share, put in the comments of your inspiring woman. And yeah, I like this. Or any questions about Ghana or anything at this point. And there's another woman I want to talk about. You guys stop me at any time because I can keep on talking. But a third woman, she's not a family member, but I was able to work with her on her TV series. It's called Unboxed with nikkichu. Maybe I can show you guys on my phone as I'm talking because I really like to give you guys visuals. Let me do that. I'm going to go to her Instagram. But yeah, so nikkichu. Oops, someone's coming through the door. Nikkichu is a phenomenal woman. So I was her assistant on her show. Heidi. So I was her assistant on her show. And when I tell you, this woman is so prestigious. So she is the interior designer. When Barack Obama and Michelle Obama was in office, she was the interior designer of the daughter's rooms. So I got to work with her personally. Let me see. Can you see this? Nikkichu. Yeah. So I was able to work on her show. It's called Unbox with Nikkichu. And we basically redesigned, well, she did. She redesigned parts of celebrities' houses. So the first celebrity's house we went to was Tank and his wife. He has a back house. And so she renovated the back house. To see her work, this is a woman, she has to be a TV personality. She is the designer and the architect of the room, and she has to facilitate everything to make sure everything flows. To see her at work, I was blown away. I said, I want to be here when I grow up. It was amazing. Imagine, my corporation's called Vision to Reality, right? She literally visualizes and brings it to reality all in her head. And to see it come into fruition, I was so impressed. We took rooms that had nothing in it. We took balconies and transformed them to living spaces. And I was just like, this woman is supernatural. And she could take, so basically how the show works, it's on Aspire TV, if you ever want to watch it. Aspire TV, Unboxed with Nikkichu. She would make three different color coded color coordinated boxes, and the homeowners would have to pick which box they wanted. For example, she just had a box with like green yarn, gold glitter, and let's say cream, like a piece of cream material. And let's say if the homeowners picked that, she would take that concept and design a room for that from that color concept. I'm like, this is crazy. I mean, I was just so impressed. I'm like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Women that multitask, right? And excellence. Check out her on Instagram. If you're an interior designer, have a desire for that, you can go to her. She has an online course, and it's just amazing. So women, we are awesome, and the men that support us women, you are awesome too. Um, and I do want to end with tearing down patriarchal mentality because it is, now that I'm older and see what colonization has done to us, specifically our people, I said, oh my gosh. And the more I learn about the history of Africa, I see that women were bosses. Women were I don't want to say kings, but basically emperors. Women were just, there was no difference. Basically, they were controlling armies. Women were fighting wars. Women were running countries in ancient Africa. Akubulan, the original name of Africa. And I said, wow, look what colonization has done to us. It literally said, you are lesser than, and deal with it. What? But we literally bring everyone into the world. How is that even That's so crazy. Like, it's crazy to me. But I want to try my best to not only uplift women, but to instill a mentality of our history that women were equal to men. Obviously, physically, no, that's obvious. But when it comes to running businesses, running countries, um, writing, design, whatever, there is no difference. Especially spiritually, there's no difference in a man's spirit and a woman's spirit. If you just remove the vagina and the penis, what's the difference, huh? Okay, so well, guys, I have 30 seconds left. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And yes, one of my inspirations is to break down this patriarchal mentality that we have, that we've been given through colonization. And yeah, And number one way I'm going to do that is pursuing my dreams, is continuing my project in Ghana. So I encourage you to, whatever's in your heart, whatever desire you have, do it. And even if it looks crazy, you keep on going until like that door closes. Because there's a lot of doors that close, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to go to something else. Because one door closes, another one opens. So before I end, what do you guys do? When it comes to doing lives, how often would you want me to do lives? And what topics would you want me to talk about? Because since it's a whole month of Women History Month, I can like do a person or talk about a woman each day. You guys want to see me once a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week? I can make 3 times a week happen, maybe even 4. But yes, if you're watching right now, put in a number, 1, 2, or 3. You want to see me stream 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week? Which do you prefer? And then I will make my schedule happen for you guys. Because I think this environment is pretty good. Like I didn't even think this many people would show up. We're at 6 people right now. How y'all doing? We have London in here. We have Cali, of course, and I think Chikuwango. Are you from? Yes. So 2 twice a week. Cool. Chiku Chikuwango. Are you from Ghana? Yeah. Are you from Ghana? You guys, I keep on pulling on this hair on my chin. I have a beard. Because look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Look at that. Oh my God. I keep on pulling on it. Even when I do my YouTube videos, I'm like, and then that bad. And I'm pulling on this hair. So I need to either cut it. I don't know. Anyways, besides the point. So twice a week, I see 2. Okay, guys. Anyone else want to give their input before I log off? Thank you so much for joining me from Ghana. Yeah, you're not from Ghana. No, from Ghana. Where are you from? Lisa. Lisa E. Once a week. Cool. I can do that. Oh, and the topics, but from West Africa. So I think you want me to do a guessing game. Nigeria. Nigeria. I'm from Sierra Leone. Well, I'm not from Sierra. I mean, I've never been to Sierra Leone, but I took the DNA test. I'm 100% Sierra Leone from the Mende tribe. Um, okay, 30 seconds and I'm out this piece. So I have 1 vote for 2 times a week. Hi, Zico. 1 time for 2 times a week. 1 vote for once per week. And 10 seconds before I log off. Anyone else is going to throw a number out there? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you maybe next week. More videos are coming too as well. Get ready. It's going to be a ride. Bye. Have a great day.